Hi everyone, so glad to be back, and it is Sunday, January 7th, so Happy New Year to everyone. I wanted to share a few things that I still have available coming up here fairly soon in 2018. I still have seats available. I think only two or three are left for Sunday, February, I think it's the 25th. I could be wrong with the exact date, but I still have seats for my group reading. The January group reading is sold out. I also have seats in March for my angel party. And an angel party is where a group of people come and they get guidance in an area of their life that the angels want to touch on for them. And I also teach a little bit about how to use angel cards. And who knows, by March, maybe my cards will be ready. I'm going to be adding a few more pictures later today on my Facebook page. That's the Angelic Hope cards. So they're getting more and more being developed every day. And we're getting close, and pretty soon they'll be off to the printer and be available for people to purchase. So that's getting really excited for that. So take a look if you're interested in joining in a group reading. There's still two or three seats left for February. There are seats left for the March Angel Party. And I'm also doing a gallery in March where I take 16 people and then I give readings to the audience there as well from their loved ones. So that's available in March as well. So go to my website, which is angelichope.com, and go to the Make Appointment tab, and you can see how to sign up or register for those events that are coming up that I'm super excited about. Both my developing level 1 courses for both February and March are sold out at this time. So just kind of a heads up on what's going on there. So yeah, Happy New Year, everyone. Thanks for coming in. Get your questions ready if you have questions about the angels. I'm going to be doing 4 in the series, and today we're going to be discussing who the angels are and different kinds of angels. And there'll be other Facebook Live events that I do that will talk about how they help us and how we can connect to them and that kind of thing. So stay tuned. So let me jump right in for everyone with exactly who the angels are. And so I hope you have your questions ready and you want to know things about the angels. And I do have a question that someone's already posted to me that is a great question. And who the angels are, essentially, they're evolved souls. So what do I mean by an evolved soul? An evolved soul has a lifetime after lifetime until they've reached a level towards perfecting the experiences that they need for their soul's growth, so that they give back to Source, God, universe, pick your term with that. I always say God, that they give back to God all that their experience and their understanding is to a level of evolvement, to a degree that I have been shown for even some in the different hierarchies of angels have surpassed the level of, or at least at the level of where Christ and Buddha and some other masters have reached with evolution of their soul. So they no longer need to incarnate. So an angel cannot fall or go backwards. There's no such thing as a fallen angel. So the darkness that people talk about, or the reference to demons or things like that, it would not have ever been an angel or an angelic being. They evolved before the earth was even made or came into being. And so they were given the assignment by God to become angelics. I like to describe it like God approached them and said, would you like the job of being an angel? And because they were evolved and no longer need to incarnate into being, then they would have accepted a position, if you will, of being an angelic or an angel. So the interesting thing about the angels and their being evolved souls and never being able to fall backwards or go backwards, they evolved before the earth came into being, so they never had a human life or a human experience. So we're still evolving our souls, hence the ability to be here on the earth and to be experiencing a lifetime as we are. So I'm experiencing a lifetime as Leanne, and you're all experiencing your lifetime now as who you are. But we know that within us is a greater soul or a greater part of us that always stays connected to God or to Source for us. And we're still working on it. We're still here trying to learn and grow and evolve. And we even know, like in our everyday lives, at times where we fall short, where we kind of recognize that we're not quite where we want to be, whether we're talking about spiritually or emotionally, where we exactly want to be. So we're still evolving, and the angels have evolved out of that cycle or needing to surpass that cycle. But here's the thing. I had a question that someone asked, and they asked if an angel could incarnate and become human. Now, I haven't experienced someone who I knew that their soul at one time had been an angel and then incarnated to become human. Like, I haven't experienced that or seen it, and the angels have told me that that's not an experience that they need to have. But having said that, it is possible that an angel would come into human form or into having a human experience, so incarnating into flesh. That is highly unlikely, but it could be possible for just the understanding of the experience of it. So if a highly evolved soul wanted to come in to have the experience of human, I believe it's very possible that it could happen, but very unlikely that it would happen or that it would need to happen, because they've taken on a role to do otherwise. And the interesting thing about angels is they're helping in other ways in other parts of the universe as well. So they definitely work with us in our lives, and we are even assigned certain angels to be with us, our guardian angels, but that there are the roles that certain hierarchy of angels take on. So feel free to ask questions of me all along the way. So although it's highly improbable that an angelic being would incarnate and become human, I do believe that it's possible. All right, so let me talk a bit here about the difference between, say, a guardian angel and an archangel. Our guardian angels don't have names because they were never human, so they wouldn't have a human name. Their souls are evolved, and they evolved before even the human experience. And of course, even if they were to have somewhat of a human name, it's unlikely that they would have the name of Crystal or Sarah, or it's unlikely. We can give them names, and oftentimes I've seen, or when I have seen names for some of the angels around people, it's because that person has named their angel, or they have given names to their angels. And so our guardian angels don't have names. For the sake of ease and support of humans, the archangels have been given names by humans who were experiencing the angels, and specifically the archangel realm. So they were given names. It wasn't that they came and said, "Here is my name." That the archangels have shown me that humans back in time have named them, and that's even certain angels have more than one name. And if you look at it through history, which I was guided to do, then some angels have had different names. They're like, I've been called this, I've been called this, I've been called this. And so it's also an interesting fact that because they weren't human, they don't carry forward with them a human name or experience like we would know with our loved ones that are passed into heaven. Now, I think of some of my loved ones in heaven as they're part of my spirit team, but I think of them as somewhat of an angel for me. But they're not actually, our loved ones in spirit are not actually angelic beings. But people can refer to them, and I don't have a problem with that, with people saying that my dad in heaven is an angel for me, or my grandmother in heaven is an angel for me. But they're not technically a being that is part of the angelic hierarchy in the angelic realms. But our loved ones for us certainly can work in our lives in a similar fashion the way that the angels do. So I think that's very interesting. And of course, since I'm a teacher, I've been for more than 20 years, I've got my notes here, and so I'm referring to my notes now and then so I don't miss points. But it will be helpful if you have questions about the angels and who they are. And of course, we're going to do some getting into how they help us in some of the other series here. Now, I want to talk a little bit more about the difference between a guardian angel and an archangel. An archangel helps many people. They will help groups of people, or they are widespread to help many people on whatever journey. So let's use Archangel Raphael as an example. Raphael is the healing angel and works with healing on more than one level, meaning spiritual, emotional, or physical, and helps people all over the world and many people all at once. There's no time or space difficulty within the angelic realm to help many people at once. We are not bothering the angels by calling upon them and asking for their help and support. They are bigger than time and space, so then therefore they can help me, they can help you, and thousands or millions of other people at the same time. So don't feel like you're ever encroaching upon them or bothering them with your trivial issues when they just want to support. So if Archangel Raphael is helping multiple people all at once, all over the planet, to support them in healing and wellness and growth, they were given a name, and that we can all access them. But we also have guardian angels, and they're just assigned specifically to us to help us get through things. And they work with us even to help create our soul map. Some people call it soul contract. There's lots of different names for it, but they help to develop that with us so that they know how to give us support, because they haven't had a human existence, but they support us in a different way. But we're given these angels, and some may even come and go. The nameless souls that are evolved, that are angelic beings now, that are here to help us. So we're given some before our birth, and we take them with us throughout our life, just like we would have spirit guides. We also have angelic beings, because they take on different roles. And we'll get into the different roles and all of that they do. But a guardian angel is like your biggest cheerleader. And because they aren't inhibited by the fears, or even have a greater understanding of the fears that we have in relation to our lives, they haven't lived a human life. They can help push us forward and inspire us to reach past our concerns, worries, and fears that we have related to this life and getting through it. And our spirit guides understand what it's like to live a human life, and they guide us in different ways. They understand how to move us around some of our fears or our issues, whereas the angelics that are with us often bring us a lot of inspiration, a lot of connection through inspiration that way. So a guardian angel they tend to be nameless. Feel free to name them, give them a name, communicate with them, talk with them, build the relationship. And an archangel is going to be someone that has been given a name historically or throughout time. So I'll bring up Archangel Gabriel, who I feel a better name for Gabriel would be Gabrielle. It's very feminine energy, and the angels are neither male or female. They're not masculine or feminine, but they tend to have an energy signature about them. Human beings have an energy signature about them too that really isn't completely connected to our gender. Like, you've met really people will describe some women as being very masculine, or they'll describe some of men being very feminine. So it's not unlike that when we're speaking about the angelic realm. And so with the angels and them guiding us, they don't tend to have gender, but they tend to favor an energy signature, more masculine or feminine. And Gabriel, to me, feels more like I would want to say Gabrielle, and that the energy signature is much more feminine. But in history, we know Gabriel as the messenger angel that came to Mary to let her know that she was with child and that she would be giving birth to the Christ child. There's that story and the angel connected to that. But Gabriel's also said in historical writings that she or he came to Muhammad and helped Muhammad divine the Quran and bring forward the inspiration and the words to help lead the Muslim people. And we've got other examples throughout time and history of the angels, Archangel Michael being in the Garden of Eden and trying to guide forward or support Adam and Eve to do the Word of God. You know, there's examples of the archangels in various ways throughout history as well to help guide us or to even understand the difference between an angel that is overseeing many people and an angel that would be just dedicated to us in our life and our well-being. So having said that, that's the foundation of what I wanted to do in this Facebook Live, was to reach out and share with people who the angels really are. I never hear this. I never hear other angel intuitives. I never hear other people that work with angels describe them this way. And it's what I've been told. It's my personal connection to the angels. And I'm always happy and excited to share that and even help teach others to grow their own personal connection with the angelic realm. And then Chrissy asks, in past lives, can we have been a guardian angel or spirit guide for someone in the physical world? More than likely, we were not a guardian angel. More than likely, I never want to discount anything or make a blanket statement like that would never happen. It's just extremely very unlikely. But a spirit guide for someone else, absolutely. And we will have a master guide that walks with us through our entire life, and we can switch roles where we become a master guide for someone else that while they're living their earthly life, we stay in the spirit world and we guide them that way. So it's definitely possible and very probable as well, Christy, to have been a spirit guide for someone. So that is a great question. All right, what I'm going to do now for fun, and I think I'll start there with Chrissy because she asked a question. I've also got one from Casey, which I'll get to, but I'm going to pull a card here for Chrissy. And I've pulled, what does that say? Life review. Oh, wow. Archangel Jeremiel. You know, if you get Archangel Jeremiel typically in January, the beginning of the year, it also means to really take stock of your life, to focus on things that you want to bring about more clarity, whether it's health and fitness in your life, whether it's on your spiritual development or in another career development or changing career things or expanding career. When you've gotten Jeremiel Life Review and it's at the beginning of the year, it's an opportunity to get things going in another direction or further expanded for you. It does say here on the card though, actually, just to read it to you, Chrissy, is take inventory of your life. I love it. And resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Things don't have to be unbalanced for us to reach for more or to desire more or to do more. Like my life wasn't imbalanced. I'm not creating my angel cards because my life is unbalanced. It's something that I want to do to create more. And I really did take stock of, I know what the angels were wanting to give forward. All right. Casey asks a question, which is awesome. Do we have a specific amount of guardian angels with us for this lifetime, or do they come and go throughout our lifetime? It's kind of both. We're assigned a certain amount depending on our life path, our goals, and things like that. And so each person can have a different amount of guardian angels that walk with them, some 1, some 2. I rarely see anyone with more than 4 guardian angels, but if someone has a big life path, I would imagine that they would have more. So we do have some that come and go throughout our lifetime as needed because of certain things we may be going through in our life, a difficult time, a passing of a loved one, an ending of a relationship, the change of a career. We can have the angels just like we can have spirit guides come in and go throughout our lifetime. So we are assigned some, and then some do also come and go. So Casey asked a question, so I am going to pull something for her as well. Question asked her. Oh, wow, nice. Okay. Well, this I feel is very befitting, clairsentience, and it's Archangel Raguel. Now, Raguel is also for peace and harmony and justice, balance of justice or fairness or things that are right is also that. And clairsentience is listening and feeling. We can add a sense of feeling. So oftentimes, or it's a little bit left out with clairsentience, the idea of listening to that feeling in us. We have to hear it, we have to get it, and we have to feel into it. And it just says here also on the card here for Casey is Archangel Raguel. Notice your recurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. And that's one of the things we discount first. And when I'm teaching my students, and particularly at the beginning level, is they have to let go of logic and go with feeling, go with some emotion. And that's true when we're wanting to manifest anything in our life. If you're wanting to bring in a healthy relationship, or you're wanting to change your physical health, like say there's an ailment that you're dealing with or a dis-ease, where our thoughts and our feelings connected to the thoughts are where the power lies and where we can really make a difference. A lot of people will say to me, I can't help the way I feel. Well, it's just not true. You can really work on it. You can feel into the feelings you have, and then you can work on creating a bigger, dominant, more pleasant thought through or with anything. All right, I just want to check in. If anybody else has a question, or if you ask a question, I will definitely pull a card for you. Umali, oh my gosh, I'm just so glad Umali came into my life when she did fairly recently. How do you know that the guardian angels are with you? See, that's a good one, and I'm going to cover that a little more in a different class. The thing is, you learn over time, and we have to do our part to slow our mind down and begin the communication process. And there's a part of us that needs to let go of logic to feel into things. And here's the deal. Just know that they're there, regardless of whether you feel it or know it already, because they absolutely are. So, Emily, what do they want to say to you today? All right. Oh, creative writing. Oh, that feels so right for you too. And there it is, Archangel Gabriel. We're just talking about her. And it says, make time to write down your thoughts in a journal. You know what, Emily? I bet you more than anything that they're also trying to tell you, like by sitting there and just getting your thoughts out, getting your feelings out on things, whichever area of life it is, that's also helping to build a connection, and then ask the angels for some help with whatever it is in your life that you're seeking to change. Let me see if I missed anything. Okay. Harriet is asking, how do you feel them around you? And lately it has been a little. And so that's the thing. You learn over time, and you dedicate yourself a small portion of your week to taking the time to develop that feeling. So you sit down and you ask for the feeling, or you relax in the tub, or you ask for the feeling while you're in the shower. Anytime that you can slow down and let your mind relax just before you fall asleep, all of that kind of thing. Oh, that's a great question. Al asks, the best time of the day to meditate. Should we seek our angels each time? You can put the intention out there. You don't have to ask for the angels to come forward each time. Sometimes I don't ask for anything. Sometimes I just sit with being open to receive from anything positive in the universe, straight from God even. The best time of the day is the time of day that you have available to you, that you don't feel pressured or set off, I think is the best answer for that. I do caution people if you're going to meditate late at night, because it can actually enliven your energy. It recharges us. So you might want to consider a different time of the day than after, say, 7 p.m. But if 7 p.m. works for you, then do 7 p.m. Owl. Ow. Let me see what comes forward for you. Okay. Don't want to make my videos too long. Passion. Archangel Haniel is great for whenever we're wanting to be gentle and move forward without an aggressive connection to it. But it's trust and follow your renewed passion for your love life and career. This is a year of action, and we're going to have a lot of energy behind us, particularly this week. If you do my Sunday morning prayers with me, every Sunday I go on early in the morning for me. I'm out here in California. So if you're on the Central Time or East Coast, it's probably, it's usually between 6 and 6:30 that I start prayer time, and you join on that. I'm also helping, and I set the intention to help people's manifestations come. So Sunday morning, check out, may have to check my page, Leanne Thomas Medium, the same one that you're on here, to see if when it's coming live, but it doesn't show up in everybody's feed right away. So you've got to set the intention to follow and then follow up on that. But what I'm helping to do is to help people to also manifest. That's the intention that I set for everyone's prayers. Manifesting health, manifesting love, manifesting abundance, manifesting whatever it is what I put around everybody that puts their name into that kind of thing. I want everyone to know that I am going to be covering in the next 3 weeks to come that how to connect to your angels more and some more information about them. So each week I'm going to add a little more. So I'm going to check this out. Pull a card. I'll pull a card for you, Gina, here real quick. I love Gina. Oh, she knows that I love her. And big hugs to your beautiful baby and your awesome husband. Ooh, hello from heaven. Archangel Azrael. Now, Azrael's the angel of death, or known as the angel of death, but not in a creepy, I'm coming to get you kind of way, but transformative. Transforming, changes, life changes that are coming, moving on, the butterfly coming out of the cocoon. These are all terms. When we get hello from heaven, it's more than likely getting not only help from the angelic realm to make life changes, transformative life changes. This is, I'll get this for people who are wanting to make a change in their life, whether they want to get pregnant or they want to change their job or they want to get healthier. This is a nod that they're being heard. You are being heard. So continue to follow the answers. And also, Archangel Azrael works closely with mediums or people who connect to the spirit realm, like the angels, to other people's loved ones, that kind of thing as well. Even if you don't do it for a living that way, that kind of thing. Please stay tuned, guys, for the following weeks when I'm going to expand on this. Today we were talking about who the angels are. If you didn't get to listen at the beginning, I hope that you'll go back and watch me on YouTube. I want to remind everyone that as soon as I do reach 500 followers, I'm giving away a free reading. And it'll be an angel reading that I'll be giving away for the people who are following me both on and have liked my Leanne Thomas Medium page, this page, my YouTube channel. You can just look for Leanne Thomas on YouTube and I'll come right up, and subscribe to my channel there and follow me on Instagram. So if you're doing those three things, you'll be there'll be a way for me to know that coming down when we get to 500. When I get to 1,000, I'm going to do a free group reading for people virtually online, so I can have more people who get to have the experience for free. So we'll get to 500, and then we'll get to 1,000 YouTube subscribers, and you'll all have an opportunity to experience either a reading, or whether it's a group reading or otherwise. So just a reminder that I still have 2 or 3 seats left for my group reading. And thank you so much, Carrie. As far as mediums go, I have to Carrie has been one of the few people that I have felt brought in a little information about my dad. And those of you that know me know that my dad does not come through in readings. And I've been with like the top mediums, some that have been on TV in the world, in kind of one-on-one situations or group situations. And she's one of the only people that I feel has really brought through. She wasn't supposed to be doing a mediumship reading for me, but so I want to, Carrie, if you want to put your website up there, Carrie, if you're in watching this, you might be able to find her. So she's someone that I experienced the connection that she had as a medium, which was outstanding. Went somewhere that I haven't experienced from anyone else. Anyway, I got off track. February, 3 seats left for my group reading there, that you can go to angelichope.com, go to the Make Appointment tab, and you can see my events that I have going on. Oh, if you're in the St. Louis area, I'm going to be there in April. I'm going to be teaching the 2-day class, the level 1 2-day class, and I'm also going to be doing a gallery event there where I'll be giving audience readings in St. Louis in April. So if you're in St. Louis and you want more information on that, message me here on Facebook or just go straight to my website, angelichope.com, for St. Louis in April. In February, 3 seats left for group reading. That's connections to your loved ones in spirit. Everybody gets a message. March, I'm on a Thursday evening. I'm going to be doing a gallery, and most people there will get a reading, so it's an excellent deal. And an angel party. If you're not sure what the difference is between my group reading and my gallery or my angel party, I do have a video on YouTube about them and what the difference is, but there's lots of stuff still available to book on my website, angelichope.com. If you have questions about any of this or still burning questions, message me. And stay tuned, because I'm hoping in March my angel cards come out. And go to my Facebook page, Angelic Hope Cards, because within an hour I'm going to be posting a few more pictures of what my cards look like. And I don't have the date when they'll be available for purchase just yet still, but more will be coming out all the time. And I will be giving some free readings, like mini card readings, like a little bit like I was doing today, from that page when my cards come out. So I'm super excited about that. But thank you, everybody. Be back with me here next week. I'm starting at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 10, 11, 12, 1 o'clock Eastern. I guess that would be straight up noon Central. So if you're anywhere Central or anywhere near the St. Louis area, I hope I see you out there in April. But between now and then, I want to wish you a happy new year. Get grounded, get centered, and get moving, because this week even coming is big as far as momentum and movement. Connections will be made. The right people ending up in your life, things like that can happen. So if you're inspired to do something, look for a job, apply, call people, this, that, do it. This is not the time for sitting around and waiting for a sign. If you are waiting for a sign, this is your sign. Go do something, make it happen. This is the time frame to get things and the ball rolling, even if it's sitting down with your date book and putting plans or things down, talking to loved ones, getting things going. Also, don't wait. Rush over to my website. If there's something you're inspired to do or take, go there and make it happen as well. So for now, God bless and much love to all of you, and I will see you next week. Take care and bye-bye.